Hello everyone, this is Vahita from CSE Department of Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I'm here to discuss a few topics about the subject CS 3352 Foundations of Data Science. We are going to describe something about the data, that is the types of data and types of variables. First, let us see what are the types of data. We have three types of data: qualitative data, rank data, and quantitative data. The qualitative data consists of the words such as yes or no, letters like Y or N, or numerical codes like 0 or 1 that represent a class or a category. The rank data may consist of numbers, that is first, second, 40, such a way, and they represent the relative standing within a group. The quantitative data consists of numbers or weights like 238, 170, 185 with units that represent an amount or a count. To determine the type of data, we focus on a single observation in any collection of observations. Now let us see what are variables and the types of variables. A variable is a characteristic or property that can be take different values. The discrete or continuous variable. A discrete variable consists of isolated numbers separated by gaps. The discrete variables can only assume the specific values that you cannot subdivide. A continuous variable consists of numbers whose values, at least in theory, have no restrictions. The continuous variables can assume any numeric value and can be meaningfully split into smaller parts. The discrete or continuous variables have some examples like the count, such as number of children in a family may be 1, 2 or 3 but never 1.5. The number of heads in a sequence of coin tosses, the result of rolling a die, the number of patients in a hospital, the population of country, everything. So while the discrete variables have no decimal places, the average of these values can be fractional. However, the average number of children in a family can be 2.2. So a continuous variable consists of the numbers whose values have no restriction, and they may be assumed as any numeric value and can be meaningfully split into smaller parts. They have valid fractional and decimal values. Examples of continuous variables includes the weight, height, length, time, and temperature. Now let us see about independent and dependent variables. In an experiment, an independent variable is a treatment manipulated by the investigator. They are the ones that they include in the model to explain or predict the changes in the dependent variable. Independent indicates that they stand alone and other variables in the model do not influence them. It's a variable that stands alone and it's changed by the other variables that you are trying to measure. Now let us see about dependent variable. When a variable is believed to have been influenced by an independent variable, it is called a dependent variable. In an experimental setting, the dependent variable is measured, counted or recorded by the investigator. So it is also known as the response variable, outcome variable, and the left-hand variable, the graph's place dependent variable, or the vertical or y-axis. The dependent variable is exactly what it sounds like, that is something it depends on the other factors. Now about confounding variable. An uncontrolled variable that compromises the interpretation of a study is known as confounding variable. Sometimes the confounding variable occurs because it's impossible to assign the subjects randomly to different conditions. So these are the types of variables we have seen.